Hey y'all, it's your favorite Southern sweetheart and SC, Winn Dixie, creator of Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment and Apparel. You guys, this is the final episode of Dating in Motorcycle Clubs. We've been doing an episode every week since Halloween. So I am ready to get out of my bedroom and I'm ready for y'all to get up out of my bedroom. But I'm really excited for tonight's episode of Dating in Motorcycle Clubs. We couldn't have come up with a better finale episode. Tonight's topic is I love riding my Harley. Yes. We have a very special guest tonight. We have the organizer of Hogs Gone Wild Racing, Roger Edgerton. Roger, like I said, is the organizer of Hogs Gone Wild. He is a Harley racing fanatic. He's been doing it for a number of years, and I'm just glad to have him on the show today. So I want you all to stick around to the end of the show because I do have some relaunch spoilers. Yes, we have some new hosts that are going to be on our YouTube channel and new content. So stick around to the end of the episode to see some of the fresh faces of our new host and some of the new shows we got coming up post pre-launch. All right, I want to thank you all for joining. We're going to hop right into it. All right, since this is new content to the Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment YouTube channel, we never talked about racing on this channel before, I don't think. So I know there's a lot of new fresh faces. I just want to welcome you all to the rebellion. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so by pressing the subscribe button in the lower left hand corner. Once you press it, it's red now. Once you press it, it'll go white and you're subscribed. So we're going to give Roger a call through Facebook. He should be waiting. All right, you guys, we have Roger on the line finally. Roger, what's up? How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very well tonight. Welcome to the show. I'm very excited to have you on the show. We are going into a new concept for Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment. We've never discussed racing before on the show, so this is like a really, really new thing, and I wouldn't have any other person on the show to represent the race world except for you. So I want to welcome you to the show. I want to ask you what I ask all of my interviewers for each show. When did you first fall in love with motorcycle culture?
Well, as a little boy, I was spoiled. My dad bought me an ATV. I had a couple go-karts. So I always loved going fast and had a couple dirt bikes. So when I really got into it, it's at the age of probably 9 years old when I really got into going to the drag strip and understanding what racing was really about.
Yeah, so why do you love racing your Harley?
I love racing all kind of stuff, but with bikes, it's just like, it's freedom. It's like no hold bars. You know, it's just exciting. It's just the thrill. It's the thrill behind it. You know, smelling race fuel, smelling rubber. You know, it's awesome. I'm feeling like it in the world.
Yeah, it really is awesome. I'll tell you guys a little bit about how I met Roger. I was introduced to Roger by a guy named Rodriguez. He's a member of Breed in another state. But he introduced me to Roger. Rodriguez also races his Harley. And so I met Roger last fall. And Roger invited me to host a bike show during the Hogs Gone Wild finale race in Reynolds, Georgia last fall at the Silver Dollar track. And I had the Aces Wild bike show. I'd never been to a Harley racing event at all. So it was my first time there. And let me tell you, it is highly addictive. I got there and the energy is just so captivating and it's so fascinating, and I've been hooked ever since. I've immersed myself into the drag race world. I've studied the culture so much. I wanted to learn everything about it. Just become a maven of drag racing, and anytime I have a question about it, Roger's always there to answer those questions. And so that was just, I get it. I get the fascination with speed, and obviously you all know I love motorcycles so much and I love the culture so much, but this is like totally different when you're going really, really fast. So Roger, tell us a little bit about Hogs Gone Wild.
I started Hogs Gone Wild going on now. It's probably going on 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine that I'm forever indebted to, Joe Gladden, he knew I promoted races. I started with the sport bikes. I was in the sport bike world. I was the host of No Mercy Motorcycle Grudge Fest.
Uh-huh.
And the sport bike world is totally different. It's a lot of arguing go on with that. It's for young people. And the Harley world is more relaxing. It's somewhere I can take my grandchildren and have fun. It's a family-oriented event. And that's what we like to have. We want the family to come out and enjoy what we do. And I got into the Harley thing, and I was hooked from day one.
Mm-hmm.
We started on a Thursday night on a test and tune with over 200 motorcycles.
Wow.
They showed up to come out and have fun, and we took it from the street to the track.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps everybody safe. It's in a controlled environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a wonderful thing. And I love Harleys to death now.
I love Harleys too. So is this like a run what you brung, or do you have like different classes? Like, how does that work?
We have different classes from Pro Street to Hot Street to Street, non-bagger class, and we have an ET class, and we have a novelty class for the guys and girls that's just getting into it, that just want to have fun and
Mm-hmm.
just race their bikes. And then we have grudge racing as well.
Yeah.
Pick on each other, call each other out, have fun.
I love the grudge races. Like the race that I witnessed, I don't know if it was a grudge match or not, but it was George Bryce and Star Power Racing and Gaddafi, and they raced at the Silver Dollar Track, and it was so exciting. It was so exciting. Would that be considered a grudge race? Or
you could kind of call it that, but
mm-hmm.
it's pretty much, the bikes are pretty much the same. Similar
yeah.
bikes.
Mm-hmm.
They're two competitors, and once you get two people in the ring like them two,
mm-hmm.
it's really going to make for a good race. And I got some exciting news for you guys. That race is going down again.
What's the date? In May?
In May.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the trilogy, and it's going down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Gaddafi's race.
Okay. All right. So you guys hear that? There's going to be the trilogy of George Bryce versus Gaddafi Racing. It's going down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Gaddafi's racetrack. Is that correct?
Yes. The name of the track is Keystone Dragway.
Keystone Dragway. That's going to be really exciting. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to that one, but I am coming to a couple of them. I'm really excited about coming down in April. You guys, I don't know if y'all are avid. I don't know if y'all know anything about the race world, but there are two competitors that are racing April 3rd at the Shadyside Dragway that I'm excited to see, and that's Gaddafi Racing, and he is going against Moore Mafia, Chris Moore. And I'm really excited about that because it's so different from just Harley racing Harley. Moore Mafia, he races sports bikes, and obviously Gaddafi races Harleys. So tell us a little bit about that race, because this is just fascinating to me, incorporating both of those.
We linked up with Moore Mafia and Gaddafi, and we set a race up. Chris Moore is going to be riding the 2020 Kawasaki ZX14 stock wheelbase.
Uh-huh.
It can be strapped down. He has a full exhaust pipe on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he's allowed to have. And on the other hand, Gaddafi's bike is built to make it even Steven. They're going to run an eighth of a mile to make it even Steven, because everybody knows a sports bike is faster than a Harley.
Yeah, Gaddafi rides King Kong, which is the name of Gaddafi's bike. It's a Road King, right? Is that a Road King?
Road King, yeah. Road King, yeah. It's a Road King, so it's going to be very exciting to see them two guys go head to head. We was on Rhythm and Rides the other night with Ricky Will talking about it, and everybody's excited to see it happen. They have two of the best riders in the game, two of the best of both worlds. It's best of both worlds. You have More Mafia, that's a champion. Gaddafi's a champion. So it's going to be awesome,
It is going to be awesome. I watched that interview, and those guys are really, really competitive. Gaddafi, he proposed that you take out the amber lights for the race, which I thought was hilarious because, that's crazy. But
different. It's really different.
It's totally different. It's totally different. So tell my viewers a little bit about why More Mafia has to come on stock versus Kong being able to be built. Yeah.
Okay. Because we know Chris is a hell of a rider. We know it's going to be a good race, but he has to have a stock bike. Anybody knows about racing in about a 14 Kawasaki Z14 Ninja. Any mods done to that bike, like far as a built motor, extended swing arm, air shifter, things of that nature, gives it a big advantage over a Harley. Reason being, a Kawasaki or a Suzuki or a metric motorcycle will rev up higher than a Harley. When I mean rev up, by RPMs.
Yep.
They're going to be quicker. They're going to have a quicker response than a Harley. So so we had to have an even playing field. So Gaddafi's allowed to have all that good stuff, because we know his bike is going to be heavier than Chris's bike, and that's what makes for a good race. And both of them running just about the same numbers.
Yeah.
In this race, the numbers will be dead on, so no one can make a mistake. It's going to be whoever make a mistake going to lose the race.
So is that what you're saying? Whoever comes out on top is the person that makes the mistake. So it's the best 2 out of 3, right?
Best 2 out of 3, yes.
Oh, I'm super excited for that. You got a race coming up in February. Is this at Shadyside Dragway as well?
No, it's at Reynolds, Georgia.
Oh, it's a Silver Dollar. Yeah. It's a Silver Dollar track. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. So who is some of the people you got racing coming up in that race?
We have so many different guys from all over the world. We have some female riders as well. Tammy Briggs will be in the building all the way from Oklahoma. Her and her husband, Larry. We have CT Motorsports out of Oklahoma, Tumbo Racing out of Oklahoma. We will have A1 Cycle will be in the building, Michael Beelan. We will have Bo Prez out of Detroit, Michigan. We have a lot of people from Michigan. We have Stanley Garner Concept Racing out of Maine. There's so many. George Bryce Star Racing will be in the building. HPI will be in the building. So many guys will be in the building. And also, we have a big swap meet as well that weekend. So it's right before Daytona, so it should be really, really a good event. We got a couple bands that will be playing. We got a free barbecue Friday night for the racers. So come on out, have a good time, meet and greet Friday.
Absolutely. That's going to be lit. If you guys are interested in going to the season opener of the Hogs Gone Wild races, it is the last weekend in February.
Yes.
Silver Dollar Track.
28th, 29th. Yes.
The 28th to
Silver
29th.
Dollar Motorsport Park, Reynolds, Georgia.
Reynolds, Georgia. So what are you most looking forward to? Like, what is your goal for this season? I know you've been doing this for only like a year and a half, and it's grown so much in a short span of time. What are your goals?
My goals is to get more younger people involved, to really just grow it like no other. This sport is really trending right now, like the biggest sport right now that's trending in America. We're reaching guys in the UK that's interested about it, all over the United States, United Kingdom, over in England. Everybody's interested in what we're doing with these Harleys right now, and I'm super excited myself. I never thought it would be like this, you know. I'm just happy and glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, you're just doing what you love. So what advice do you have for any lady or gentleman that is wishing to enter into the races? Like, how can they prepare? Just give them some advice.
You know, George Bryce is going to hold a couple classes this year. The first class will be held at Shadyside Dragway on April the 2nd. So if anybody interested in coming to the drag racing school, just check us out on the web, hit us up on Facebook. We offer classes to give you fundamentals about racing. You'll learn a lot about racing. And love what you do, you know.
Absolutely.
You really have to love racing because it's expensive. You gotta hate money. You gotta hate money to love racing because you're gonna spend all your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just hate money. If you hate money, come on, join us. We have fun with it.
Okay, so speaking of money, you have cash prizes at the Hogs Gone Wild races. You have a guaranteed purse. What does that mean?
Guaranteed purse. We don't have no bike minimum. So each one of our purses are $1,000 guaranteed. So you guaranteed. I don't care if one bike shows up. That one bike is guaranteed $1,000
in that class.
You know,
is that correct?
In that class, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have
we
several
also
different
run a
classes.
we also run a point series, and at the end of the year, throughout the series, you accumulate points, and the winner of each class will be awarded an extra $2,500 on top of the winnings.
Oh wow! Like at the end of the season.
Yes.
Oh wow! That's incentive right there. You guys hear that? That's incentive.
And also this year, I'm excited about it. We have 18 karat gold belts.
Oh wow,
really
Roger!
Championship belt. So that's something we've had belts, but we want to do it bigger and better this year. We want to really get the guys involved and get them super excited about it. And there's a lot of new things that we're doing, and I'm super excited about it.
I'm super excited about it too. And speaking of new things, while I have you on the line, I'm going to go ahead and announce to you guys an upcoming segment that we're going to be adding to Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment. We're going to be adding Dixie Does Drag. It's going to be a show where we feature information on upcoming races for the Hogs Gone Wild races and other races. It's going to be sponsored by Hogs Gone Wild. We're going to be interviewing contestants that are competing in upcoming races. It's going to be very, very dope. Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment will have a pop-up store at the Shadyside Dragway races April 3rd and April 4th. And again this year at the finale in Reynolds, Georgia at the Silver Dollar Track, we will be hosting the Aces Wild second annual bike show. We're going to open up ticket sales for that tomorrow morning. I'm going to place the link in the description below where you can go ahead and pre-order to compete in the Aces Wild bike show of 2020 Hogs Gone Wild races Silver Dollar Track. And I'm really excited about that. Are you excited about that, Roger?
Yes, I'm super excited. I'm glad to be a part of that. I'm glad to be sponsoring Raven Dixie line. Come on out and check her out and check out what we got going on.
It's going to be a great season. It's going to be a great season. I'm hoping that more people pick up on like the race world. This is an underground, kind of a subculture area of the race world. It's not mainstream at all, and that's what I love about it. So I'm really excited about being a part of drag racing. This is the new arena for your girl.
Yeah, we welcome you over into our new arena. It's a place for everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like to say I like to keep my grandkids and my grandchildren and my kids out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know they're with me at the track. You know what I mean? They don't have time to get on drugs. They don't have time to spend their money on drugs. They got time. They got to spend their money on motorcycles and stuff.
That's what I love about just motorcycle culture in general. It just saves so many lives. I mean, you could be doing so much other terrible things, drugs and, God knows what else. And instead, the motorcycle culture, it saves a lot of lives. And I really appreciate that about the culture. And I'll always, always be an advocate for motorcycle culture, just for, if only that reason, So,
oh, yeah.
All right, Roger, is there anything that you want to say before you get up out of here? Is there any announcement that you have? Anything?
Rebels, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to our page and love and like Hogs Gone Wild. Share it up.
The links to Hogs Gone Wild, Facebook, Instagram, and all of that will be linked in the description below as well. So all you have to do is go below, press the link, go, press like, and be informed of all of the races that are coming up this season. If you want to enter into the races, you'll have information on that. If you just want to go and participate and be an attendee at the races, it's a lot of fun just to even just be there. So, yeah, that's what we got. All right, so Roger, thank you so much for doing the show.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, so I will get up with you later.
Okay.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, you heard it here first. Yes, Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment is entering into the drag race world. The new episodes of Dixie Does Drags will be premiering post-relaunch in March. We also, like I said at the beginning of the show, have a couple of other new shows coming up. We have the American Biker coming up. That's going to be featuring indie bikers, and they're just going to be telling their story. It's a docu-series. They're going to be telling their stories about their experiences on the road. Our first episode is going to be featuring the Professor, and he is of Fat Man Goes Fast. Y'all are going to have a real treat with the Professor. He has done a lot of miles. He has crossed many state lines, and he has a lot of stories to tell about his rides to eat and linking up with other indie bikers on the road. Another show that we have coming out is going to be hosted by the one and only beautiful Mia. She is a dirt bike and four-wheeler enthusiast, and she is hosting our new segment featuring dirt bike and four-wheelers called The Streets Are Watching. And so I'm really excited about that. We have a ton of new content. I want to thank you all for being a part of Winn Dixie Line up until now. Obviously, from now on out, we'll be referred to as Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment. You guys, it's been a trip for the last 2.5 years. It's our 3-year anniversary on February 14th, the same day of our relaunch. You guys have hung in there with me for 3 years straight, and we're just going to keep going all the way to the top. So we're going to do everything that is concerning the subculture underbelly motorcycle world. It's all going to be here. And I'm so excited to bring it to you, and I'm so excited to get out of this room. All right, I want to thank you all for joining. I'm going to wrap it up. And as I wrap it up, I want to encourage you all to wrap it up as well. Yes, make sure you are practicing safe sex, and also practice just everything safe. Make sure you're riding your motorcycle safe. Make sure you are taking care of your health, and that's mental and physical health. And I hope to see you all out there in the streets, on the road, all season long. I'm so pumped up for this bike season. You guys have no idea. It's going to be so dope. All right, so I want to wish you all the sweetest of the dreams. Good night.